It is really my honor to speak at this very important gathering in the ASEAN region and beyond. I stand before you as a woman serving in the Congress, Japan. Also, I worked for international peace and development with the United Nations, and I'm currently a mother of a 9-year-old son. Japan deeply values its partnership with ASEAN, built over decades of cooperation, peace, and shared growth. And today, we face still shared challenge with you, namely gender inequality that persists in some parts of the world. Let me speak frankly. Japan ranks low in the world in gender parity. According to the World Economic Forum's Global Gender Gap Report, we continue to lag behind in political representation, particularly the exact field that I belong to, everyone as a politician. And we are making progress here in the recent upper house election in July that happened just 2 months ago. Many female lawmakers were elected successfully. And then in the political party I belong to, now women make up 50% of representation in the upper house. I'm talking about just one political party, unlike Vietnam, unfortunately. On average, we're like 23% female politicians in the upper house. Of course, the number is not everything, but this represents a significant step forward, I believe. This shows that change is possible. Change is not linear and it's not very easy, but it is possible when we strive together, work together, men and women together. In recent years, we've seen more women, particularly younger generations, stand up, speak out, and then demand more roles in politics, business, science, and the arts. So here in ASEAN, I see that same energy. Colleagues, this summit is a powerful reminder. Change is not linear, it's not easy, but it's possible when we work together. So let us continue building an ASEAN and a wider Asia where gender equality is not just a political goal, but a lived daily reality. Thank you very much.